Hello everybody, my name is that Joe Guy and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. Righto, who's next? Who's next on my chopping block? This is all pretty similar to how I left it. This area looks a bit more crowded than it was before. Probably because it doesn't have a cutscene going on in it. Up here is nothing from what I can tell, although maybe my quarters is in that tower considering the wrecked bed I found in there before, when this place picks itself up off the ground. Want to speak to Iron Bull, want to speak to Cassandra, and that's probably about it.
What's going on?
I don't think I'm forgetting anybody. Hey buddy, bye buddy.
See you later, Bull. Nice talking with you, boss.
Bye bye, Bull buddy. Hello. Oh.
Good book?
Ah! Hi.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you don't. No, of course.
Yes, because I suddenly went blind.
Oh, that. Just reports from Commander Cullen.
You're an excellent liar.
It's of no interest to you, I'm certain. It's a book.
I can see that.
It's one of Varric's tales.
Yeah?
Swords and Shields. The latest chapter.
Ah. Oh, that's cute. You don't need to hide it.
So you like to read. What's wrong with that?
It's frivolous. There are more important things for me to do.
Ugh.
She's read this one 3 times.
You! I told you to stop spying!
You read it out loud to me. I don't like the captain either.
I never did that. It's literature. Smutty literature. Whatever you do, don't tell Varric.
Maybe I should read that book.
You? No!
Why not me?
You're the Inquisitor.
Oh, I see.
They're terrible. And magnificent. And this one ends in a cliffhanger. I know Varric is working on the next. He must be. You could ask him to finish it. Command him to...
Uh-huh.
Pretend you don't know this about me.
Alright, I'll admit it, that was adorable. Talk to Varric about swords and shields. Yeah, let's go do that, why the hell not? So I'll admit it, I might as well I wear this stuff on my sleeves. After last session, I was like watching over the episodes again and stuff like that. I started to hold a candle to, where the hell is he? Oh fuck, I hate having a conversation in these rooms. He started to hold a bit of a candle for Cassandra after the emotional moment that I saw her with. I don't know, just, it's a spark is all I'm saying. And that was cute, that was really cute. Hey.
Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
We have more important things to talk about now, Varric. What is he?
You said he was a Darkspawn or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that.
Yeah.
He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry tale.
Yeah, he mentioned, everybody mentioned. You beat him before. You did.
If you and Hawk defeated him once, we can do it again.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
He might have that kind of well, we know he has a subconscious will. A very powerful one. Which was stopping the Wardens from actually killing him. But maybe it is that he cannot die. But maybe there's something else. I don't know.
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. He actually got control of an entire Carta clan. Made them drink Darkspawn blood. Weird shit. We tracked the Carta to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
Right. Where there's a will.
There has to be a way to defeat Corypheus. We'll find it, don't worry.
I hope you're right. Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
This isn't your fault.
You had nothing to do with this, Varric.
I was the one who led Hawk to Corypheus. If I hadn't tracked the Carta to that ruin. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
Ripple effect, Varric. I don't think you could have seen that one coming. More important things, though. A question, though. Can you romance Varric? Not as, like, a male. Or, well, as a male, or is it... Well, obviously I can't romance Varric, because I would have had the opportunity to do so by now. But as a female. Or maybe as a dwarf. Just, I don't know. He's a good-looking dude. And he's all charismatic and charming and stuff like that. I'd be surprised if you couldn't. But at the same time, we've never seen him womanize anybody. He's been charminating. He's been charming. But always in a very kind of platonic way. There was never any hint of him hitting on any of the females in our parties. It's always been more of like a brotherly thing. Think of the nicknames that he would give. Even somebody like Isabella was never... I don't know, I don't seem to recall much in the way of like their inter-character dialogue, but calling Meryl Daisy, Bethany Sunshine, it was almost paternal. No hint of a romance.
Need something?
Okay, I'm gonna save this here because...
Carry on.
Cassandra doesn't want to know, even though there's nothing to be ashamed of. God, everybody needs a way to unwind, and I've enjoyed crap books as well. Well, I'm no good at telling whether or not books are crap, but... Here it is. Guilty Pleasures. Seems Cassandra really likes Varric's book, Swords and Shields, and she's caught up, and the book's unfinished. See Varric about getting the last chapter for Cassandra. Let's just do it.
Need something?
She didn't want me to tell him, so, but, you know, whatever.
Cassandra is waiting for the next issue of Swords and Shields.
I must have heard that wrong. It sounded like you just said that Cassandra read my books.
She's a big fan.
She's a pretty big fan, in fact.
Are we talking about the same Cassandra? Tall, grumpy seeker, like stabbing things? Wait, did you say the romance serial? Oh, she'll be waiting for a while then. I haven't finished it and wasn't planning to.
Really?
That book is easily the worst I've ever written. The last issue barely sold enough to pay for the ink.
Cassandra seems to like it. It can't be that bad. I need it as a gift. Yeah, Cassandra does.
Well, Cassandra seems to be hooked on it.
Exactly.
And I honestly thought a hole in the sky was the weirdest thing that could happen. So, you want me to finish writing the latest issue of my worst serial for Cassandra? Oh, that's such a terrible idea. I have to do it. On one condition. I get to be there when you give her the book.
Oh, I don't know. I don't really want to embarrass her, but at the same time, it is Varric who's doing it. She's pretty embarrassed about it. No.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Then you'd better find something else to give the Seeker.
Fine.
Need something?
Fine. If it's a difference, then yeah.
Cassandra is waiting for the next issue of...
Yep.
I'll only finish the book for you if I get to be there when you deliver it.
Sure.
You've got a deal.
I'll get to work then. You know, the fact that the book is terrible just makes it more worthwhile somehow.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with reading trash. If you enjoy it. Reading trashy books does not make you a trashy person, or vice versa. Aha, Josephine's ready to report in. Let's go do that. You can enjoy anything, and you should never have to feel like you have to make have an excuse for doing so. Never be embarrassed about something that you enjoy. Even if it is crap, there is a reason that you like it, and you should be honest about that reason. There you go. Josephine. Through the efforts of hundreds of negotiators, allies, and a few personal connections, Navarra and Tevinter have grudgingly issued orders for their soldiers to return to their respective cities. The contested land has been split down the middle. We averted a war today. I will add nothing more, for there is no higher reward to ask for. Yeah. Good job. So maybe I should wait until, I really need to kind of sit down and think about that one. Because, unfortunately, like, oh, yeah. Sister Liliana, per your request, after seeing that no mage named Reese was present at the conclave at the time of the explosion, I began my search. It appears, based on reports gathered from rebel mages, that Reese had originally intended to be at the conclave, but the former Templar Evangeline persuaded him not to attend. She believed corruption within the Templars sought to exacerbate the conflict, and this merited investigation. Evangeline was last seen not far from Valfermin, where a merchant described her as fighting other Templars and being taken, injured but alive. Reese came through the area not long after. Searching for her. The forest near Valfermin offer many places to hide, but the Inquisition could track down these renegade Templars if you so order. Okay, cool. Walker knows the area. She and her scouts can get Reese and Evangeline out safely. My men can cut through the forest.
Our soldiers' training.
Can we neglect roads? Our allies cannot take the same route through the mountains we did.
My men cut through the forest and recover Reese and Evangeline safely. I have friends in the area who would gladly help rescue someone so important to the Inquisition. Not crazy about that one. I want Liliana for that one when the time comes. In the meantime, what's this? According to Dorian, one must venture. Yep. They will also not raise a finger. Dorian suggests that quiet Inquisition support by Varus would be beneficial and ultimately could drum up support from other magisters. Okay. Let's see. Tevinter is a land where secrets are weapons. Let us arm this magister against those who would oppose her vote. I like Liliana's one for that as well. How about this one? The Order's Obligations. Did we have a look at that one? Oh, I guess we held back on that for now. Plus the short one. I want to get Evangeline kind of away so that I can start focusing on other stuff. For Elton. So, those two are in progress. And then Hinterland Resources, yada yada, an ally from... What about this one? You play a mean hand or wicked grace. I'm owed a few favors in the Viscount's office. I could call one in to find out more about the editor. Again, I like Liliana for that one, just because there's a secret involved here. I feel like the more specific the plan for each member, the better the result will be in general. I mean, I think that's a good way to kind of think of these things, and you know, all in all. All right, let's see this. Historian's request. Hang on, wasn't there a freaking, memorial? I believe that on the subject we'll be in perfect agreement. I can do some fundraising for the project. We send a representative for the ribbon cutting. Yep, let's get Josephine on that one. Definitely want to do that. Back out. Let's go find people who are remaining. Well, actually, what do the guilty pleasure things say? Do. We can cut ahead on this a little bit. The Blade of Tidarion. Everybody's pretty well kitted at the moment. I've done some work on runes and stuff like that. Also, I've got I decided to diversify my portfolio a little bit. And I have done it by this. My weapons, I have Sunrise, which gives me 87 DPS because I added a corruption rune to it, which is Red Lyrium, which is a bit but you know, whatever. And for cold damage, I have Snap. And for electricity damage, I have Channeler, about to say Crackler, in the old kind of, you know, Snap, Crackle, Pop. Damn it, Snap, Crackle, Pop. That would have been perfect. Son of a bitch. All right. We've missed that opportunity. Maybe I'll pick that up later. I wanted to give them separate names, but Snap, Crackle, and Pop would have been... that's so good it's frustrating. Apparently I missed some stairs in here. Do I have anybody left to speak to? I always forget my companions. There's some stairs here hiding in the background. There's probably nothing up here though. I think it's time to leave Skyhold for a little bit. We've now spoken to everybody. Hello. Twice. I don't think there's anything more to Dorian. Dorian, we haven't spoken to Dorian again. He's new, I forgot about him. There's Thran. It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight. What, don't you think that's a relevant song for the moment? Well, I do, and I'm the Inquisitor, so go eat a
Inquisitor.
pile of poo.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye. What I want to do is I want to go and explore an area, and then I want to return. That will probably be next episode because of, you know, the time. Up here is the library with D.
Roderick, that Chantry fellow who led us through the mountain from Haven.
Yeah.
You know he died, I assume.
Yeah, I do.
Got us as far as the camp, and then that was it.
Proved himself in the end, didn't always see eye to him, and he definitely tried to kill me at least once, but that is too bad.
Oh, that's too bad.
I helped him walk. He talked about you quite a bit. He just needed to be sure you were Andraste's chosen. He was terrified of what it meant, if it were true. But in the end, he believed. He asked me to tell you he was sorry.
He judged me too quickly, thanks for telling me. I know this is true. He was truly a good man, self-sacrificing in the end. There is a big difference between quick to judge and a bad person. And I don't think he was a bad person.
It seems he was a good man after all.
Sometimes you discover things where you least expect. Anyway, we can talk about something else if you'd rather.
Dunno, it's first time speaking to you. Tell me about yourself.
It occurs to me that I barely know anything about you.
Beyond my being a mage from Tevinter, you mean?
Beyond that, yes.
And beyond my being so charming and well-dressed, which is obvious to anyone.
People want me to flirt with him, but my bread is not buttered that side, I'm afraid. Which is obvious to anyone, I noticed,
Some more than others.
Some people have superior taste. Now, what was I talking about? Ah, yes, me. I am the scion of House Parvis, a product of generations of careful breeding and the repository of its hopes and dreams. Naturally, I despised it all. The lies, the scheming, the illusions of supremacy. That's Tevinter in a nutshell, isn't it? Needless to say, my family was not happy with my choices.
You come at us as a representative for your country, Dorian, but you seem to have mixed opinions about it. Really?
Why would your family be upset with your choices?
Because I rejected their idyllic plan. If they had their way, by now I'd be married to some unlucky girl from a powerful family. We'd live in luxurious despair, despising each other as I waited to take my father's place in the magisterium. I declined the honor, and thus it's best I'm far from home. Less of an embarrassment that way, you see?
I see. I mean, yeah, like, based on what I just said.
I'm getting the impression that you don't care much for your homeland.
On the contrary, I care for my homeland a great deal.
There it is.
There's so much potential. Sadly, we squander it. We refuse to acknowledge how far we've fallen because pretending is easier. We pretend the Qunari can be beaten. We pretend that we're superior to everyone, even our own people. Not everyone feels that way. I don't. Sadly, we're the minority.
Why do you care so much?
It just seems... so much of what you say about the Imperium is entirely negative.
It might sound that way. For all our faults, my people have many virtues. We are laden with history and culture. Tevinter is where Thedas truly began, remember? We treasure our past and preserve it. You can walk down a side street and find nothing built during the modern ages. And despite appearances, we care. Deeply. About everything. We have no reserve, not in war and not in love. If I truly believed my homeland was beyond all hope, I wouldn't miss it so much.
Yeah. Fair enough. I respect that a lot. It's a hopeful optimism, and I think you're gonna need it, Dorian.
What do you mean by generations of careful breeding?
The great families of Tevinter don't have children. They refine traits, weed out the undesirable, and promote the rest. My mother was chosen for my father because magic runs strongly in her blood. Never mind that they loathed each other. They wanted a son who could become Archon to make House Parvis the envy of the Imperium.
Jeez.
They got me. A cautionary tale that you should be careful what you wish for.
You can never rule out choice. No plan survives contact with the players, I believe is the expression.
Why remain with the Inquisition? Why not go back to Tevinter?
I'm not exactly welcome back home. Not that it matters, I'm quite accustomed to being a pariah. It adds to my charm. I can do more for Tevinter here. If the Venatori succeed, it'll set my homeland back 1,000 years. I'm sure some magisters would disagree, but that's why we kill them.
I think I've heard enough.
That's too bad. I never tire of talking about myself.
Fair enough. Well, no, I'll leave this other stuff off for now.
I should go.
As you wish.
I am well aware that people have told me that I can potentially miss conversation options by not exploring them all at once. I want to keep things moving for now. I'm gonna risk it. Besides, the conversation options there are so general, I doubt we will lose the opportunity to examine. Did I miss this? Skyhill's Roku, Sadler, Baron Plucky, yeah, I remember this one actually. I remember. It's just a nice bit of colour. Usually notes disappear when I've, no they don't, never mind. Hello, Liliana. Whoop, hello. Oh.
Our agents have encountered more followers of Corypheus, the so-called Venatori. Their leader, Calpurnia, has them searching elven ruins. For what, I do not know. I propose we stop the Venatori before they find what they seek.
Calpurnia, we saw her on the ridge next to Corypheus, I think. She was a little overshadowed, both metaphorically and physically.
Do you know anything about Calpurnia?
Only that Calpurnia is a name from ancient Tevinter legend. An unusual one. She was a priestess of Dumat, foster mother to the founder of the Imperium. A name like that is meant to assure the Venatori they follow in the footsteps of legends. We must prove them wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
Calpurnia must be up to something. Corypheus doesn't seem the type to suffer idleness.
I will not let her and Corypheus take us unawares again. These Venatori have been shadowing a merchant called Vicinius on Calpurnia's orders. They've investigated his finances, surveyed his warehouses. I propose that you meet with Vicinius. Flatter him. Find out what he knows of Calpurnia.
Interesting.
Vicinius sounds like a Tevinter name.
Born in Tallow. Although he claims to be from Virantium, he sells rare oils and amber, and prefers red wine to white.
What side of the bed does he sleep on?
He's unremarkable. I cannot think why Calpurnia would care.
Maybe something he came across.
What if Vicinius is as much in the dark as we are?
It never hurts to eliminate an avenue of inquiry.
True.
And we should tread lightly with the Venatori. They have contacts and spies, just as we do. The sooner you speak with Vicinius, the better.
Okay.
We should warn Vicinius that the Venatori cultists are sniffing around.
You'd earn his trust. I'll make arrangements for you to visit his summer home in Val Royeaux. Hopefully, your attention should be enough to pique his interest.
Right.
We'll have Calpurnia's secrets yet.
Is this happening now? Good. Where does that lie? Would that be... Prise de Leon? No. Wait, is it? No. Emerald Graves... it's gotta be freaking somewhere. Hang on, I don't think I got a... Was that it? Yeah, it is. Corypheus has investigated great time and effort building a trusted inner circle. Calpurnia leads the Venatori, and it seems she's been busy. In the search for a particular set of elven runes, she and her army of Tevinter extremists have taken a keen interest in a merchant named Vicinius. Perhaps finding him would shed more light on Calpurnia and her motivations. You know what? I am pretty tempted to go for that pretty soon because because it's in the inner circle, and sometimes that stuff leads to more companions, and I'm interested in the idea that it's something that Liliana's kind of interested in as well. For old time's sake. Anywho. Let's quick save. Woohoo! Hey, Sola's not interrupting anything, am I?
Inquisitor,
Nothing.
we'll talk later.
Alright, guys, in the next episode, we'll do something fun. Maybe we'll nip to Val. What the fuck is going on with the... Maybe we'll go to Valbro, I don't know. I gotta go to the toilet first. Anyway, see you later.